We the People News. Okay? Not attorney, not giving legal advice. Anything I say or do is just my opinion. Opinion only. Which most likely I'm not going to say anything except during the beginning. By the way, never just look straight forward. Always look around you. Be able to protect yourself by any means necessary. Okay, this came from, without my interruptions, Power Inherited in the People. Okay? And I thought this was actually real good and a real good question. And when the Supreme Court does contradictory to other courts within the same frame, why aren't these judges not being impeached?
Can a police officer well, let me try this another way. If I'm walking down the street and a police officer wants to stop and talk to me, can he just stop and talk to me for any reason?
Senator, you can seek your consent to stop and talk to you.
What if I don't consent?
If you don't consent, then the officer needs to have a reasonable articulable suspicion that a crime has been committed, will be committed, and be able to articulate that to justify the stop.
Okay. Then how come police officers can set up a roadblock and stop 500 people to see if they have liability insurance?
My understanding is that the Supreme Court has ruled that those types of stops, when generally applied, are conducive to good order and policing.
Why? They're still stops, aren't they?
Senator, in my 8.5 years as a prosecutor, I've not had to litigate the adequacy.
I know. I'm just asking you what you think. I mean, isn't that pretty intrusive? What if I'm in a hurry to pick up my kid from school and I don't have time to wait for 10 minutes? And I don't want to wait anyway. Why? If a cop can't just stop me on the street, why can they stop me and check my insurance?
Senator, as far as my personal belief, I haven't encountered that.
I'll just ask you legally, why can they do that?
Again, I haven't encountered that issue, so I don't have the research on that, Senator.
Okay. Thank you, gentlemen.
Alrighty. It's called thinking outside the box. Right? So there had to be probable cause of some form alleged violation for a cop to pull you over. However they can do it. A checkpoint. And pull you over without any of that. That right there is contradicting one another. And when the courts actually said one thing and then say another thing, and it ties into the one particular thing, why don't the judges get impeached? Because they're actually doing things that benefit the states and not as much as benefiting the people. So they're saying you have to have this, and this, because people will claim too much if cops can just pull you over for willy-nilly. So they had to kind of get in there and do this particular order of fashion to be pulled over. But when a DWI thingamajiggy came out and then all this, well, now people are like, oh, safety first. So the courts went into that area, which contradicts this other area, which contradicts the Constitution. This is We the People News. Till next time. Bye, y'all.